Dear students, Namaste, welcome back. So, I am here with one more illustration on liquidation of companies. So, illustration number 5, I am beginning with. This is also a kind of basic problem. Maybe in the next session, I'll start up with the little advanced version. Okay. So let us look into the problem. Illustration number 5. Bhakti Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31st December 2019 when the state of affairs was as below. Unsecured creditors stood at rupees 40,000, including rupees 5,000 preferential creditors. So here Bhakti Company Limited is went under voluntary liquidation on 31st December. Okay. So there is an unsecured creditors rupees 40,000, in which rupees 5,000 is a preferential creditors. So that means in that 40,000, 5,000 rupees is preferential creditors. Point number 2, secured creditors secured on plant and machinery stood at rupees 20,000. So there is a secured creditors which has been secured. That means they have created a rights on the plant and machinery. So that is value is 20,000 rupees. Point number 3, the liquidator realized plant and machinery at rupees 15,000. So the liquidator has realized that plant and machinery, so that is at the rate of 15,000 rupees. Other assets rupees 10,000 and cash in hand rupees 10,000. So these are all the asset realized details. So next point number 4, the expenses on liquidation amounted to rupees 1,000. So liquidation expenditure is amount is rupees 1,000 rupees. Then the liquidator remuneration was fixed at 4% on the assets realized. So the liquidator's remuneration is 4% on the all the assets realized from the sale of assets and 2% on the amount distributed to unsecured creditors. So 4% on assets realized and 2% on amount distributed to unsecured creditors. So prepare liquidator's final statement of accounts. So we have to prepare the liquidator's final statement of account. So let us begin the solution part without any further delay. I believe this problem also resembles the previous problem. So let us complete that particular solution part, so because it is very easiest one. Solution, I'm starting with illustration number 5. So what we are preparing, liquidator's final statement of accounts. Liquidator's final statement of accounts. So let us draw the table. You know, right? The table part. Yes. A normal ledger account table with the 2 particulars and 2 amount columns. So now we are preparing the statement of liquidator's final statement of accounts. Okay. Yes, I'm ready with the table. So now let me give the heading. So that is particulars rupees, particulars rupees. So you all know that in liquidator's final statement of account, whatever the assets sold, that will be recorded on the debit side of the table. Whatever the payment settled, that will be recorded in the credit side of the table. Correct? So let us begin with the assets realized. So give the heading, that is realization of assets. Realization of assets. Under that, point A, surplus value of assets. Surplus value of secured assets. Do we have any surplus value on the secured assets? No, correct, because he said that is point number 2. Secured creditors secured on plant and machinery stood at rupees 20,000, and later they said that that plant and machinery has been realized at rupees 15,000 rupees. So the plant and machinery has been realized for lesser than the book value. So that is 20,000 was the book value and realized value is 15,000 rupees. So it is lesser than the book value. So I am showing it as a nil. Okay. So next, point B, assets realized. Assets realized. So which are all the assets has been realized, we are going to enter here. So that is point number 3. The liquidators realized plant and machinery 15,000. For how much? Plant and machinery 15,000. So I'm writing that 15,000 rupees. Then he said other assets 10,000. Other assets 10,000. Then cash we have. So how much cash? 10,000 rupees. Cash 10,000. So I believe that's all. Total it 15 plus 10 25, 25 plus 10 35,000. So next we have sale of secured creditors. So there is a secured creditors which has been sold. Clear? So secured creditors on plant and machinery stood at rupees 20,000. So which we are selling it. So that is sale of secured creditors. Secured asset. So how much? Secured assets 20,000. 20,000 rupees. So now we have to make the payments. So first we are going to make a payment of secured creditors. How much? 20,000 rupees, which has been secured on the assets, so that has been cleared. So 20,000 we have given. So next, immediately what we are supposed to calculate, we should write liquidation expenses, if any. Liquidation expenses. How much liquidation expenses? So the expenses on liquidation amounted to rupees 1,000 rupees. So 1,000 I have written. So next is liquidators remuneration. Liquidators remuneration. Liquidators remuneration. Under that, point A clearly said 4% on assets realized. So how much assets has been realized, we have to calculate on that. Okay, so look at this. We have a plant and machinery 15,000. So then we have a 10,000 rupees other assets. Then we have a secured assets of 20,000 which has been realized. So only those things we have to take. So 15 plus 10 plus 20. We should not include cash. We should not include cash while calculating assets realized, because the liquidator will not, he cannot realize the cash because it is already in the form of liquid cash. So that is why we don't calculate cash at the time of calculating uh, percentage on the assets realized, okay, when we are giving a remuneration. So then plant and machinery is how much? P and M 15,000. Then other assets we have 10,000. We have a secured asset of rupees 20,000. So now total it 45,000. So total how much? 45,000. So that you don't get confusion, I'm calculating in year only. Into what is the percentage? 4 divided by 100. So calculate 45,000 into 4%, that comes to 1,800 rupees. So I'm recording inner column 1,800. So next point B said that 2%, correct, of the amount distributed on unsecured creditors. So 2% on unsecured creditors. So how much unsecured creditors? We don't know. So then what we have to do? We have to do a working note. So let us begin the working note. Working note number 1. So working note number 1 I am going to solve. Before that I will divide the page for working note number 2 also. So then we can work clearly. So working note number 1, what we are going to do here? Calculation of amount available to pay unsecured creditors. Okay, so now we have to do the calculation of amount available to unsecured creditors. So we are going to write all the receipts one side and all the payments other side. What are all the payments received? So that is, we have plant and machinery 15, other assets 10, cash 10, put together 35,000 we have here. So then we have a sale of secured assets 20,000. So that is, one is 35,000, then another one is 20,000. So here we include cash also. While calculating this working note, you should remember we include cash also, because we are calculating amount available to pay unsecured creditors. Okay, so now what are all the payments we have recorded? 20,000 secured creditors, liquidation expenses 1,000. So 20,000, then 1,000. That is 20,000 secured creditors, 1,000 liquidation expenses. Then 4% on assets realized, that is liquidators remuneration 1,800. Liquidators remuneration 1,800, which I have identified. So I have written here 1,800. So then what all any other thing which we have left, we have to check. So after that secured creditors, preferential creditors is there. How much preferential creditors? 5,000 rupees. Preferential creditors 5,000 rupees we have. So then when preferential creditors 5,000 is there, so then preferential creditors is also called as unsecured creditors. Correct. Preferential creditors is also called as unsecured creditors. So on that, 5,000 into 2 divided by 100. So calculate 5,000 into 2 divided by 100. So that comes to 100 rupees. Correct. 100 rupees. So that is 100. I'm entering here 100 rupees. So then what else we have? I think everything is over. So now I'm totaling it to find the amount available to unsecured creditors. Total 55,000. Both the side 55,000. So now deduct all. 55,000 minus 20,000 minus 1,000. Then minus 1,800 minus 5,000 minus 100. So that comes to 27,100. So this is the amount available to pay unsecured creditors. 27,100 is the amount available to pay unsecured creditors. Okay. So next is working note number 2. So now here we are going to calculate liquidators remuneration on amount available to pay unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors. And also we find unsecured creditors also in this. I will show you how to calculate. So what is the formula for this? Amount available into percentage divided by 100 plus percentage. So amount available is 27,100 into 2% divided by 100 plus 2%. So that comes to 27,100 into 2. 54,200 divided by 102. So if you do that, 54,200 divided by 102, so you are going to get 531 rupees. So 531 rupees. So this is 2% on liquidators remuneration on amount available to unsecured creditors. 531 rupees. Okay. So now we have to find unsecured creditors. So therefore unsecured creditors equals 27,100 minus we have paid 531 rupees. So deduct 531. So 27,100 minus 531. 531. So how much you have? 26,569. 26,569. Okay. 26,569. 26,569. So if you want to check whether your liquidators remuneration 2% is correct, you can cross check like this. That is 2% on amount paid to unsecured creditors, right? 26,569 into 2 divided by 100. If you calculate how much you will get? 531 rupees. So you can cross check. It does need not, but if you have doubt, you can cross check like this. Unsecured creditors 26,569. When we deduct 2% on unsecured creditors, amount available 531, out of the balance left out 27,100, it's 26,569. so this is what we are going to pay to the unsecured creditors. So in the problem is that 2% on unsecured creditors, so unsecured creditors is 26,569. so take that 26,569 and find out 2% on that, so you're going to get 531. So now liquidators remuneration 2% on unsecured creditors, how much? 531. So that is 531 rupees. So now total it. 1,800 plus 531 plus 100. So how much we are going to get? 2,431. 2,431 rupees. Okay, so we are done this. So next let us pay the preferential creditors. You should not forget this because we always pay them at the last. Okay, so now we are paying to preferential creditors. Preferential creditors, how much? 5,000 rupees. So next we have unsecured creditors at last. So let us write unsecured creditors. How much unsecured creditors is? We have calculated here 26,569. So 26,569 rupees. So both the side total how much? 55,000. 55,000. Cross check once. So 20,000. 20,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,431 plus 5,000 plus 26,569. So 55,000 is the total both the sides. So we got this problem got tallied and we are done with the illustration number 5 under liquidation of companies. Okay, so we are done with the liquidation of companies illustration number 5. So as I said, this is also one of the basic problem, so there is no much adjustment. So in the coming class I'm going to begin with the next problem, so which will be a advanced version, so where you have to do calculations to identify the correct answers. So you have to be strong in the in this 5 problems, so which I have done so far. These 5 problem, if you are very much clear, if you are thorough, where all we are going to enter the asset, where all we are going to enter the payments, so where all we are going to how to calculate liquidators remuneration, so if you are clear with that part, so then it is easier for us to finish off that particular advanced level. So next problem I'll be back with the advanced version. So till then, take care, see you soon, bye bye, and stay safe and keep practicing. Okay, keep practicing, don't forget, keep practicing. Bye.